Ariel, who sent this to me? There's a note. Madam Rita, good morning, Eddie. How and why did she send these particular ones?
Hello, sir. Edward, you have a meeting in 20 minutes' time.
Who brought this in here?
I did. Mrs. Rita sent it over to the office, so I kept it in the office for you. Is everything okay? You seem distraught.
This is Ariel's favorite cookies and chocolates.
Well, I guess they both like the same stuff then. A coincidence, don't you agree?
A coincidence indeed. You know, these past few days, I've been having a feeling of Ariel being around, like she's somewhere close to me.
I'll take the cookies and chocolates so you can have a clear head, cause you need it for this meeting, sir.
Don't take this. It's a gift from Rita. She's wishing me luck indirectly. This was how Ariel was too. She would always send me a text message in the morning before my meetings.
You're thinking too much, Edward.
I know. I guess they both like the same stuff and also like the same colors of outfits. Maybe they're even the same size.
Edward, come out of this. I'm going to eat the gifts she sent.
No, Austin, you know what? We are going to get Rita a new dress. Same size as Ariel, and then we'll talk more about that.
What if the dress fits? What does it mean?
I have no idea, Austin, but I think I will send you a dress with an invitation to dinner in my house with my mom. Sounds like a great idea.
Yes, it does, but on clothes aspect, that doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
I just want to know if they like the same stuffs.
What are you doing here, Frank? Are you traveling?
I had to come and see you, Sophie. Do you really want to do this?
What are you talking about, Frank?
During our date, you mentioned not being treated right by Williams, and you also said you are not sure you love him or know him well enough.
Frank, I was angry at him when I was saying those stuffs. You know how I can be when I'm angry. I say stuffs I don't mean.
I think you shouldn't be with this guy, Sophie.
Who should I be with, Frank? You or who? Cause I don't know.
You should be with someone who treats you right, someone who loves you.
Well, that man is inside the airport waiting for me, and I love him too.
I care about you, Sophie, and that's why I'm asking about this.
I know, Frank, but I'll be fine. I think I and William will sort out ourselves. And like you all have told me, every couples always have disagreements.
Yeah, that's true.
Baby, is everything alright?
Yes, everything is fine. Babe, I don't think you two have met before. Williams, this is Frank, Isabella's husband, and Frank, this is Williams, my husband.
Hey man, look over here. I'm here.
Where are you headed to? Shouldn't you be in the office?
I just finished a great meeting now and it was a success. I want to go and do some sightseeing over at the store. My goods are expected today.
I'm glad things are going on well for the company.
I know, right? I pray that we don't meet any hiccup along the way. You know how business can be at times.
You won't meet with any Edward. I hope you and Rita aren't having any issues.
No, we aren't. You won't believe that she sent me Ariel's favorite cookies and chocolates as gifts this morning.
That's so sweet of her. She seems like a kind-hearted lady.
I know, but what worries me is the fact that it's Ariel's favorite stuffs.
We both know Ariel isn't the only one that loves these cookies and chocolates.
I know, coincidences I guess. So what brings you here? Any news for me?
Sophie left town already, man.
That's great news. Is she go back to her man or what?
Yeah, she did. She went back to her man. Actually, they left the estate together.
Frank, from the way you are sounding, it's kind of obvious that you didn't like the idea of her going back to her man. Don't tell me you have feelings for her.
I don't have feelings for her. Why does everyone keep saying this?
Well, that's what it sounds like to me, Frank. Seems like your heart is still for Sophie.
I just want her to make the right decisions for her life. That's what I want for her, man.
She doesn't need your opinion on her life, Frank. Now I've got to get going. We'll talk later.
We meet again, Rita. Good afternoon.
Isabella Porter, you have no idea how happy I am to see you here. Please have your seat.
Madam Rita, as they now call you, your name has flown abroad.
I'm just Rita. I keep telling everyone, but they won't listen. So I guess the Madam Rita is stuck with me now.
I didn't know I was sitting with one of the most influential women in the world a few months ago. I didn't know.
Please don't say that. Being wealthy doesn't mean one is influential. I hope you know.
You made the list of the top most influential women in the estate. Your company downtown has provided a lot of jobs to people.
Just like your family company in the estate, we are both influential women, don't you see?
Well, it's good to see you again. I think in the future we might work together.
Isabella Porter, I'll be more than happy to work with you in the future. Now place your order so I can pay for you and maybe we can have some chats and become friends. I'd like to know you better if you don't mind.
I'd also like to know you better as well.
It's always an honor to have you, Rita, with us.
The honor is mine, Ma. Having the opportunity to be invited over to your house again.
I think we need to invite you more often so you'll be a frequent visitor. What do you say about that, Edward?
She will always be welcome anytime and any day.
I hope you are pleased with the food today.
Yes, ma, I am. I haven't seen Diane around. Isn't she home?
She's not feeling too well. She's resting in the bedroom. You know how one can be when pregnant. Oh, forgive me, you are not married, so you definitely don't have an idea.
I've seen how pregnant women are, ma, so I understand they need to rest. I hope you're taking good care of your lovely lady, Edward.
Of course I am.
Edward has been spending so much at work and he barely even has time for a kiss to Diana. Work has taken his time.
Mom, I don't think you need to say such with our guests.
Oh, it's okay. I understand what that feels like. I was also like that at a point, working so as to keep the family business firm. But I'm sure soon he'll have time for her.
Finally, someone that understands what I'm saying, unlike my mom.
Working hard is great for you, but you should find a balance. Like I'm sure Rita is planning on settling down for marriage soon.
I haven't thought about marriage for quite some time now.
Why not, darling? I'm sure there are a lot of men out there who want to have you as their bride, and I've been hearing about different men that flock around you.
I have no interest in them. I'm not even sure I'll be capable of loving anyone.
Why would you say so? Past experience?
Yes, I had a terrible experience loving someone who my father didn't want me to marry.
I'm sure your father would have his own reason.
He didn't want him because he was poor and saw him as a gold digger.
Oh.
But being poor doesn't mean he's a gold digger. I tried to explain this to my dad, but he never listened to me. Well, at the end, he's dead now.
Who is dead?
My lover is dead, and my dad is the person I blame for this. Because my lover got burnt during the plane crash while we were trying to run from my dad.
Oh my god, I'm really sorry about this. I'm sorry.
Please excuse me.
Is everything okay with him, ma?
Yes, everything is fine. I am really sorry about what happened with your lover. He didn't deserve to die like that.
Why are you calling me by this time, Isabella?
Williams, you must not make the same mistake again. I paid you a large sum of money. You must keep Sophie with you at all costs. She mustn't return to the estate.
It's always right having Rita over the house.
Yes, Mom, it is. She's a kind-hearted and sweet lady. So lovely.
Yes, she is. If only your cousin would come over to the estate, I would have introduced the both of them and maybe have her marry him.
I'm not sure she has any interest in marriage, Mom. You heard her.
She ought to. Look at you. You still got married despite everything that had happened.
Her story made me to remember Ariel getting burnt in the ship and losing her life.
Yeah, that's by the way.
How is that by the way, Mom? I'm sure Ariel and also Rita's lover would be alive today if not because of all these decisions we made for us.
I'm not the cause of all of this, Edward. Please, let's not ruin this evening.
There is something about Rita, Mom. Whenever she's around, I believe that Ariel is around.
Son, I think we should all go back to our room and rest.
I'll be in the study room. I need to continue with the office work.
You should check on Diana. I'm sure she needs you to be by her side tonight.
I need to work on some things, Mom. We'll talk later.
Rita doesn't look like Ariel one bit. The pictures are two different people. She can't be Ariel. But I need to reach out to Ariel again and check that she's still keeping her part of the deal.
You weren't someone I got back, baby, and I didn't see Junior too.
Junior was at Mom's place when I went to see Rita.
You met with Rita again? I didn't know you ladies have become close over time.
I know, right? Frank, she's a nice person. We did some shopping today and she paid for all.
That's nice. I'm glad you have friends like Rita.
But there's something about her, Frank. She reminds me so much of Ariel.
Ariel? How do you mean?
There's a way she talks that sounds like Ariel. The way she calls my name most of the time reminds me of Ariel.
That's surprising, but I can bet that she's not Ariel. It's just a coincidence.
I know she's not Ariel, but the more time we spend together, it reminds me of Ariel.
Did Ariel have any other siblings?
She didn't, Frank. She was an only child, and she and Rita definitely weren't sisters. But there's a likeness between the two of them.
That makes two of you now. Edward also said something familiar.
What? Edward also said that.
Yes, he did, but I'm sure you two are just coming up with these conclusions.
What if she's Ariel? I know it's crazy, but what if? I don't even know what I'm saying.
Ariel is dead. Please, you all should just let her rest in peace.
Where are you dressed to?
I'm going out, Williams. I told you I was trying to get a physical job today.
I told you there's no need for you to get a job. We are fine with the money I make.
I know, but I need to do something for myself as well.
I told you to join me at my place of work, but you refused. Hope you remember.
I can't work at your place of work. The job they're even offering me is nothing I would like to do. It's boring, signing papers and writing numbers all day. No!
Fine. Well, I suggest you go back to bed and watch a movie or whatever.
I can't sit at home all day long doing nothing, Williams. I've got an interview today by 9 a.m. Please, where did you keep the key to the door? I can't afford to be late.
Sophie, why won't you just listen to me?
I've listened to you, Williams, over and over again. I have postponed my master's till after a year. I hope you remember this.
You can also put the job on a hold until you have a baby.
What is your problem with me, Williams? Why do I have the feeling that you're trying to hold me down?
I'm trying to make us work out as a couple. That's what I'm saying. Hope you understand me. No bride gets married in my family and starts working.
I can't live according to all of this. First it was my master's, now it is the job. I thought you said I would be allowed to do all of this stuff.
That was what I said and I meant it, but just need time.
This marriage can't work out, Williams. I will not be a shadow of myself here. No!
How are you a shadow of yourself, Sophie?
Where is the key to the door? Where is it?
I see you still want to go on with the interview. Or you can mark my words when I say you can forget about our marriage once you step out of the house.
Happily, Williams. I would rather be single and live my life as I like than to be a prisoner.
You can find the key inside the bedroom, and good luck with your interview.
I don't need your good luck.
She never listens. Well, it's time I teach her a lesson this time around.
I'm glad everything went well with the goods, Sir Edward. Congratulations.
This is a win for us all, Austin. Hopefully things will continue like this.
I haven't seen Frank around. Isn't he still coming over?
He ought to, but we are going to be celebrating before he comes over.
What about the dinner with Miss Rita? How did it go?
It went well, and guess what, Austin? She wore the dress and it fitted her perfectly.
All just coincidence. We know that there are lots of women with the same body sizes.
I know, but something seems a bit off here. Austin, can you please some people to watch her for me again? I want to be sure.
What are you thinking, Edward? Don't tell me you believe she's still Ariel.
What if Ariel asks that they should say she's dead? See, it doesn't even make sense. Because I saw the body by myself and the DNA test was run in different institutions. Damn.
Edward, stop stressing yourself out on this. We both know Ariel isn't a multi-billionaire, or is she?
I know she wasn't, but the similarities between her and Ariel are just too much and I can't seem to get my mind off her.
Don't tell me you're having a crush on Miss Rita.
Of course not, I'm not. Everything is strictly business.
You don't need to keep looking around, Diane. This eatery privacy is top notch. Only few people come here in the afternoon, and you can see there are only few persons around.
Edward has a lot of friends everywhere and I'm also well known.
Baby, you have nothing to be scared of. Place your order.
Everything in this menu is expensive. Too expensive, Elijah. Why did you even bring us here? We both know you can't afford this.
Is that what you think of me, Diane?
I mean no insults to you, but I don't want you to spend your whole salary for food.
Diane, you don't need to worry about the bills. I've got a large sum of money sitting in my bank account.
A large sum? Like how much are you talking about?
Let's say around $1 million.
What? Elijah, are you serious? But how did you get such amount of money?
I worked for it. Remember, I'm working with the company downtown and I'm almost those who won the employee of the month for like 2 months straight. And I've been saving the money plus I've also been given a promotion.
What? Only you? Wow, I'm so happy for you, Elijah. Congratulations.
I know, right? And that's why I think it's high time you leave Edward and move in with me.
Why would I do that now? This will spoil all of our plans, Elijah.
I have money and we don't need to wait for you to give birth anymore.
1 million isn't enough for us, Elijah. We need a large sum of money for both me, our baby, and also my siblings.
I know, but I've got a plan on how we are going to make money. So you don't have anything to worry about, Diane. Trust me.
If you don't have up to like 30 or 50 million, I'm not sure we can live yet.
And you think you will get up to that amount with the baby and a divorce?
We will get a large sum of money with either of them or the both of them. But we've got to play our cards right and you need to be patient.
We can start something with this money, Diane. Remember a few years ago, you told me if I had $1 million, we would be able to sort ourselves out together and start a business.
We are having a baby, Elijah. How can the money be okay for us all?
I'm not interested in your food. Please take it back to the kitchen.
I know you are pissed at me and I deserve it, but I wish you would just listen to me.
I am tired of this marriage, Williams.
Let's talk about this after you eat. I promise to give you listening ears.
Williams, there is nothing to talk about here. We both have tried out this marriage, but it's not working. We are both not compatible.
Why do you like saying we are not compatible? Weren't we compatible at the first time?
I thought we were, but from the look of things we aren't. You want to do a separate thing and I also want to do something different.
I know we both have our differences, but I tell you that there's no man out there who will be totally similar with you or like all that you do.
Then I stay single. I'd rather be single.
I love you, Sophie Potter. I love you right from the moment I saw you up till now.
Love isn't enough to make our marriage work.
Then let's try again on everything. I just wish you understand me.
As much as I wish you'd understand me, Williams, but you don't understand me one bit.
I made this food out of love for you. I hope you eat, and then if you decide that we should go our separate ways, that's fine with me.
Where are you going to?
I'm going for a stroll. When I'm back, I'm sure you would have made up your mind.
Is everything okay, Isabel? Are you fine?
I'm not fine, Austin. She's dead. My sister is dead.
What the hell? Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Isabel. I'm sorry, but what happened to her?
I killed her, Austin. I did this to her. This is all my fault. I did this to her.
You shouldn't be saying stuff like this in the office. Why don't we go somewhere else to talk about everything?
Williams called me now. He called and told me that he poisoned her and he locked her inside the house.
Oh my. Why would he do that to her?
I don't know, Austin. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I feel regrets now.
You need to pull yourself together, Isabel. And you have to keep this to yourself on the other side. Look at it now. You don't have to even worry about Sophie coming to claim Junior.
I didn't want her to die. I didn't want him to kill her.
Let's go out. Let me take you out for lunch, Isabel. I'm sure you'll feel better.
The bar is the best place for me right now. I need to drink myself out with alcohol.
If that's where you want to go, that's fine with me. I'll find a private bar.
Oh my, Diane, I just saw Edward with a lady. Look at them.
You mean Edward is here?
Yes, and he's with the same lady I've been seeing him around with. Take a look at her.
That's Rita. She works with my husband. They are business partners.
They are more than business partners, Diane. They spend most of their time together, and I've seen Edward come over to our office to see her.
They are just business partners.
Diane, what if I tell you that lady is more than a business partner to Edward? Remember I told you I am her secretary and personal assistant.
I'm still wondering how you were able to get the job.
I've seen both of them making love in the office.
I know you are lying, Elijah.
I am not, Diane. Both of them are having a relationship together. They are lovers, and not just that, they are both planning on leaving the country together.
I don't believe these words you're saying, Elijah.
Can you keep a secret with your life? Can you, Diane?
What is it? Just spill it out already.
I can't, not unless you promise me that you won't tell a single soul about it.
Fine, I promise that I won't tell anyone about whatever you want to tell me.
Rita is Ariel Smith, Edward's lover.
You've got to be kidding me. We both know that Ariel Smith is dead.
Is she really dead, or did she pretend to be dead so as to be able to come back to live with Edward?
I don't believe what you're saying.
How did they find out this place?
I asked some people about a discreet, quiet location and they all pointed me here. Have you ever been here before?
Yes, but this was a long time ago with my ex-lover.
Oh, so Diane wasn't the ex-lover. Why haven't you mentioned this ex-lover before?
There wasn't any reason to mention her. Even now, I don't want to talk about her.
Oh, I guess you're still heartbroken, Edward. You must have loved her a lot.
I loved her so much, more than life itself. Love is crazy, Ariel.
Who is Ariel? Was that her name?
Did I just call out her name? That was a mistake, I'm sorry.
Ariel. A beautiful name for a lovely lady. I'm sure she must have been really lovely to have a man like you in her life. So what family did she come from?
She was from downtown, poor with no penny or inheritance to her name.
Why are our stories alike? My lover was also a poor man and my dad never agreed for me to marry him. I guess your mom didn't as well.
My mom didn't agree to it. In ways, I blame her for everything that happened. If only she had allowed me to marry Ariel, I'm sure she won't be dead now.
Hello, sis. Isabella. You won't believe what almost happened to me today.
Sophie, are you okay? Are you fine?
I'm fine, sis. I'm in the hospital though, but I'm fine now. I'm good.
What are you doing in the hospital? Is everything okay, sis?
He tried to poison me, Isabella. Williams tried to poison me and I almost died. Can you believe that?
What? Like, what do you mean? I'm sure you're making a mistake with this statement you're making. William will never try to poison you. He loves you.
I thought he loves me, but he doesn't, Isabella. I don't think he ever loved me from the start.
Where are you right now? The name of the hospital.
You don't need to worry about that. I just had to tell someone what was happening to me. But I'm fine. The poison is still being cleared out of my system.
Sophie, I think you need to talk to Williams.
Talk to him and tell him what exactly. I'm done trying to make things work. Only God knows what would have happened to me today if I didn't have a spare key to open the door.
I don't think Williams would do this to you. It sounds not like Williams. She's alive, Austin. She's alive.
Oh, that's good news. Such a relief. Don't you agree with me?
I don't know, Austin. Right now, I'm beginning to feel my stomach ache me badly.
What's wrong? Is the food here not okay anymore?
She knows Williams poisoned her. I don't even know what really happened, but...
She ought to get him straight up to the authorities. Report him straight up.
Austin, do you know what this means for me?
What does it mean?
If Williams goes to jail, I'm sure you will spill out everything. He will mention my name. That was the one who told him to make sure Sophie stays in Dubai at all costs.
You and Williams have been working together. Is that what you're saying?
Not really, Austin. I paid him a large sum of money to come over to the estate a few months ago. I told him to come and apologize to Sophie and make things work. Does this make me a bad person, Austin? Am I a bad person?
Of course not. I understand that you're doing this because you don't want her to take Junior.
Yes, Austin, and I still don't want her to take him. But I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know if Sophie will listen to anyone.
I don't think so too. Williams tried to kill her, but she survived. She will want to get as far as possible from him now.
She'll return home, Austin, and claim my baby.
She might come back home, but what do you want to do?
I don't know, I really don't. Now I wish she's dead. I'm sorry, but I do.
If you want her dead, we can make that happen, Isabel. But you have to be sure that's what you want for Sophie.